What's going on, guys? Your boiler Hayes right here, and welcome to a new series here on my channel called Uncharted 4 Multiplayer In Depth. In this series, I'm going to go in depth into every single aspect of Uncharted 4 Multiplayer, and I can't think of a better way to start this series than with the trusty old AK47. So if you guys learned something new today, go ahead and leave that like button, and if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave that like button. Let me know down in the comments below what thing you would like to see next, as well as what you think about this new series. Addition, if you're brand new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I do great Uncharted and Call of Duty content, mostly Uncharted now since Uncharted is out. So that's going to conclude my introduction. So here we go to Uncharted In Depth. So to kick things off for our very first episode, we're going to be talking about the AK-47. So I'm going to bring a little history back. The AK-47 has been a part of Uncharted Multiplayer since the very beginning. AK-47 is a very, very big aspect of Uncharted Multiplayer, as it is one of the first weapons you unlock, and hands down one of the most effective weapons in the campaign part of the games. So that's enough for the history. Now we're going to move on to a bit of the damage. So the AK-47 does 15 damage at close range, 14 damage at around medium range, and about 12 damage from maximum range. Now what that means is that it is essentially a 7 to 9 shot kill, and in Uncharted terms, that's a pretty good amount. But in Uncharted, head multipliers are really important. For example, the 15 damage range can be bumped up to 37 damage if you were to get a headshot. The 14 damage range gets bumped up to 35, and the 12 gets bumped up to 30. So essentially, that means that you are able to get a headshot down with only 3 shots if you're up close and at medium range, and 4 shots if you are at any other range. If you were to get 4 full headshots, you can down a person from any range with the AK-47. Now what that means to you is that the AK-47 can put out a pretty good damage. Now let's take a look at the range. So here I have me and my buddy MKGamer20. Shout out to you, buddy. Thank you very much for helping me out in this video. So he was testing, since we had to do hand testing, since Uncharted does not have any code, readily available for us to look at, we had to do some hand testing to see how much each bullet was really worth in terms of damage. So here are the ranges. I'm going to put it in different colors so then you guys can see which ones are worth how much points. And basically, after, the last section is unlimited range. As long as you get a hit marker on someone and it's a body shot, that is worth 12 damage. And essentially, if you're to get those type of kills, it would be 9 shots, unless you get a headshot, which is 30 damage to the head. So now that we got the range and damage done, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the rate of fire. So the AK-47 shoots at about 477 rounds per minute, making it a pretty average shooting assault rifle. So let's talk about damage per second now. So the AK-47 can deal about 1.9-ish type of damage per second if you're up close, and it drops off to about 1.5 at a distance. Next up is the reload speed. So the reload speed for the AK-47 is 1.8 seconds. So be sure to be in a little bit of cover or make sure there's no enemies around when you're going to hit that reload button. So let's move on over to the recoil. In the background on the video, I got some recoil testing I got for you guys earlier today. So on the left, you're going to be able to see, some non-controlled recoil patterns, and on the right you're going to be able to see the controlled recoil patterns, which I personally put down the right stick and control the recoil. So as far as recoil goes, the recoil is very unique on the AK-47. It's vertical and horizontal at the same time. In Uncharted 4, you're definitely going to be introduced to a lot of vertical and horizontal recoil. But as far as the AK-47 goes, it maintains a helix type of DNA type of shape when it goes up. And that's what makes it the AK-47 very controllable, as you can always almost predict where the recoil is going to be going, and you can counteract that measure. This is a part of the video where I become a little bit more subjective than objective. So the AK-47, in my opinion, is a great way to start playing Uncharted 4, get a feel for the game. And I really think that they did a great job with the AK-47 this year. Last time in Uncharted 3, the AK-47 was a little bit off. it wasn't the best, and it could have been a lot better. And in Uncharted 2, it was a great weapon to begin with. So I really think they did a great job as far as the AK47 goes. It sounds great, it feels great, and it feels like a good overall weapon, which is what it's meant to be. And I strongly recommend for anyone who's starting this game out, go ahead and try the AK47. Go ahead and get your feels for the AK47, because this is the all-around, you know, best type of weapon. Think about it like this: when you're picking your person from Mario Kart, this is the guy that's your all-rounder, you know, not too good in acceleration, not too good in top speed, you know, not like great in like drifting or, you know, everything like that. It's a nice, you know, well-rounded type of weapon, and that's what makes this weapon a great choice for beginners and pros alike, because it's very, very predictable and people learn to love it. I love the AK-47, and I really think it's one of the best weapons in the game, and definitely, if you guys have not tried it out, go ahead and give it a shot. So this is going to be the end of my episode, so thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it, and tell me how you guys think about this new episode, this new series I'm pulling out here, and I hope that you guys, you know, like this. Maybe in the future, it could be a very big, influential part of Uncharted. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just as a reminder, if you guys did enjoy, if you guys learned something new, go ahead and leave that like button. If you're brand new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. As well as if you could do me a huge favor and go ahead and share this video with all your Uncharted friends, that I would really appreciate it. More exposure to this video and to my channel will really help me out. Thank you. And of course, if you have anything to say, go ahead and say it down in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and being a part of my first ever in-depth series for Uncharted 4 Multiplayer. TTFN, Tata for now. I'll see you guys in the next video.